She's too lazy to ever make it. Those words echoed through the crowded school board meeting, cutting through the air like a knife. All eyes turned to the source, Carol Rostova, a prominent community figure known for her sharp tongue and even sharper opinions. But what happened next would shock everyone in attendance and change the course of our small town forever. I'm Eva Rostova, and this is the story of how I silenced my own mother and proved that sometimes the quietest voices carry the most weight. Growing up, I was always the black sheep of the family. While my siblings excelled in academics and sports, I preferred to spend my time tinkering with gadgets and dreaming of far-off places. My mother, Carol, never understood my passion for technology and adventure. She'd constantly berate me, telling anyone who would listen that I was too lazy to amount to anything. But what Carol didn't know was that I had a secret that would soon turn her world upside down. You see, while my mother was busy criticizing my every move, I was quietly working my way up the ranks of the United States Navy, from a lowly ensign to a respected commander. I dedicated my life to serving my country and pushing the boundaries of what was possible. The day of that fateful school board meeting, I hadn't planned on revealing my true identity. I was there to support a proposal for a junior officer training corps program at the local high school. It was a cause close to my heart, one that could open doors for kids like me who didn't fit the traditional mold. As I sat in the back of the room, listening to the heated debate, I couldn't help but feel a sense of déjà vu. The same narrow-minded attitudes that had held me back as a child were now threatening to deny opportunities to a new generation. Then, my mother stood up. With her perfectly coiffed hair and designer suit, she looked every inch the pillar of the community she claimed to be. "We don't need this military nonsense in our schools," she declared, her voice dripping with disdain. "It'll just encourage laziness and give false hope to kids who'll never amount to anything. Trust me, I know. I have a daughter who's too lazy to ever make it." The room fell silent. I could feel the weight of 100 stares pressing down on me. In that moment, I knew I had a choice to make. I could stay silent and let my mother's words define me once again, or I could stand up and show the world who I really was. Taking a deep breath, I rose to my feet. "Excuse me," I said, my voice steady despite the pounding of my heart. "I'd like to invoke Bylaw 17.3, which allows for expert testimony on matters of military education." The board chairman, looking confused, nodded his assent. "And who might you be, ma'am?" I straightened my shoulders and looked my mother directly in the eye. "My name is Commander Eva Rostova, United States Navy. I'm a recipient of the Navy Cross, 2 Silver Stars, and the Defense Superior Service Medal. I've served 3 tours of duty in combat zones and currently hold a top-secret clearance with the Pentagon." The room erupted in gasps and whispers. My mother's face drained of color, her mouth opening and closing like a fish out of water. "And I'm here to tell you that the JROTC program is not about creating soldiers," I continued, my voice growing stronger with each word. "It's about instilling discipline, leadership, and a sense of purpose in young people who might otherwise fall through the cracks. It's about giving them the tools to succeed, whether they choose a military career or not." For the next hour, I laid out the benefits of the program, drawing on my own experiences and the latest research. I spoke of teamwork, of personal growth, of the pride that comes from serving something greater than oneself. As I finished my presentation, the room erupted in applause. Even some of the staunchest opponents of the program were nodding in agreement. The board voted unanimously to approve the JROTC initiative, with an additional provision to create a mentorship program connecting local veterans with students interested in military careers. But the real moment of triumph came when I locked eyes with my mother. For the first time in my life, I saw something I'd never seen before: respect. And maybe, just maybe, a hint of regret. In the days that followed, my story spread like wildfire through our small town. People who had known me only as Carol's lazy daughter now stopped me on the street to shake my hand and thank me for my service. The local paper ran a front-page article about my career and the impact of the new JROTC program. But the most meaningful moment came when my own son, who had always been a bit embarrassed by his boring mom, looked at me with new eyes. "Mom," he said, his voice filled with awe, "you're a real-life superhero." As for my mother, well, let's just say our relationship is evolving. She's not one for grand apologies, but I've noticed a change in the way she speaks about me to others. Gone are the snide remarks about laziness. Instead, I overhear her bragging about her decorated Navy commander daughter, It's a small step, but it's progress. In the end, this experience taught me that sometimes the greatest victories come not from proving others wrong, but from proving yourself right. It's not about silencing your critics, it's about finding your own voice and using it to make a difference. So to anyone out there who has ever been told they were too lazy or not good enough, I say this: don't let others define your potential. Your true worth isn't measured by their expectations, but by the impact you choose to make on the world. And who knows, maybe one day, you'll be the one standing up in a crowded room, ready to shock everyone with the amazing person you've become. This is Commander Eva Rostova, signing off. But before I go, I want to thank you for listening to my story. If it resonated with you, please consider subscribing to this channel for more inspiring tales of triumph over adversity. Hit that like button if you believe in the power of proving your critics wrong, and share this video with someone who might need a little encouragement today. Remember, your voice matters, and your story deserves to be heard. Until next time, stay strong, stay determined, and never let anyone tell you what you can't achieve.